The Good Liars.
The Good Liars.
This is boring. We're boring.
I will die standing in my boots.
Herschel, I got you some condoms.
What made everyone so weird and sad that they had to come out here?
Mr. President, welcome to the show. We are the Good Liars, and we are going to tell the truth. Trust us. All right, welcome to the Good Liars Tell the Truth. I am Jason Selvig.
And I'm Davram Stiefler, and we are the Good Liars.
And we may be the Good Liars, but on this show, we are going to tell you the truth. And today, we are going to be talking about our experience this past weekend at, guess where it is. Just guess.
I'm going to throw out an educated guess, just because I feel like I'm drawing from some information. But was it outside Allentown, Pennsylvania?
Yeah, it was a Trump rally. I was just going for
It was a Trump rally.
Oh, I thought you said where. We were at a Trump rally.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
Well, that's still the where.
Right.
Yeah, we went to a Trump rally outside Allentown, Pennsylvania. Beautiful Allentown, Pennsylvania. We're going to talk about that today. Our whole experience there. It was almost biblical. Our experience there. But before we get into that, I just want to remind everybody that you can subscribe to us on Hero. You can follow the link in the description here. It's $5 a month. You'll be supporting us. You'll be getting content you can't get anywhere else. Just wanted to get that out of the way. Support us if you'd like. But let's get into it. Let's tell the truth about our experience at a Trump rally. Can you believe it, Davram? Trump rally.
It's hard to believe. It's almost difficult to believe that we would have been to so many of these things. I don't even know if I had to guesstimate the number at this point. So I don't even. I'm not even going to throw out a number. 27?
That's a guess. I don't know.
33.
No.
Impossible.
Impossible. It would be 6 more than what you said. No, that's impossible. Yeah, so let's get into it. We headed to Allentown, Pennsylvania on Saturday. It was a very cold and windy day in Pennsylvania and all around the Northeast, I guess.
That's right.
And
you
Pennsylvania is kind of like an important state, right, Davram?
That's what I was going to get into a little bit. Pennsylvania, always, if you're a listener from Pennsylvania, it's always an important state. But I'm talking about the election. Just a little bit of background on it. Pennsylvania has 20 electoral votes. It's super important. Trump narrowly won Pennsylvania by 0.72% in 2016, and Biden, amidst tons of controversy, retook the state by a margin of 1.17% in 2020. And I don't know if people were paying any attention at all. You probably heard about all the people saying, when they went to sleep, Trump was ahead, and when they woke up, Biden was winning. Pennsylvania was the state where this was happening the most because, famously, they don't count the mail-in votes until Election Day. So, of course, Biden got a lot more mail-in votes. What are you laughing at?
I think it's just funny. They're like, of course you've heard that. It's like, no, Davram, we have heard that from thousands of Trump supporters that we've talked to. It's not like just random people on the street.
That was news. That was mainstream news.
All right.
Not just from our sources.
I personally have heard it. It resonated with me. I've heard that a lot from a lot of
people who don't know, we have a lot of sources. They tend to be people. They tend to be people in line at Trump rallies. We have all these sources. But I don't know. I think that was big news for a little while anyway. And that's the setting that we're going into the 2024 election. That's what's happening in Pennsylvania. So when we go to a rally, it's kind of intense. And like you said, we were pulling up in the rain and the wind. You can see the waving flags there. This guy, this vendor, he's
picking them all up. Okay, so we are here outside Allentown, Pennsylvania, and where are we? Schnecksville. And we are at the Trump rally, Trump speaking tonight. And it is significantly colder than we thought it was going to be.
Cold, wind, rain, patriotism. So that was us in the car being a little bit nervous.
It was fun to watch ourselves just talk like we're talking right now. Yeah, it was good.
Almost good. Identical to what we're doing right now.
Yeah, it's like, wow, I'm really yammer on Yeah, it's good to see that.
But
In
that was
action.
us. We had just pulled into the parking lot, and that was us being like looking, surveying the scene, wondering when the rain was going to stop enough for us to actually get out and talk to people.
Yes, and we did. We got out. We started talking to people. We made our way kind of towards like the front of the line, and I want to say something about the people at the rally when we first started talking to them. They were very angry, and they didn't like us
Yes.
very much at the very beginning. We both did some interviews, and I think equally people just didn't. I think people liked me a little bit more because I'm a little
What are you going to say right now?
more charming than you are. I
Right.
I have a little bit more charm that I put on a little bit, and I think maybe
You felt
they-
that was getting you a little more leeway with these people.
people
at the
were
beginning?
less angry with me than they were at you. Yes, but they were.
I don't know if
angry at
that's
both of
true.
us.
Jason doesn't hear. A
Oh
lot
no,
of
it's
times
objectively true.
If
It's
I'm
objectively
filming,
true. Yeah.
and we're walking away, you don't necessarily hear the things people say about you behind your back. But
And I don't want
true.
to.
It was like,
I need
there
to
was-
protect my fragile
Right,
ego here. So please don't
ignorance is
say
bliss
that. Yes.
as far as that
Thank
goes.
Thank you.
But it was true. When we got there, people were like, people were on edge. I think it was because the weather had just been so bad. And also, it had a little bit of a lawlessness going. Still, all the Trump rallies feel a little bit different. This was like this winding line, and then you're just kind of like behind a random
Fences
building.
on either side of us, and like a giant pile of gravel.
Gravel.
And, like,
All the kids were playing in the gravel.
There was no way out, basically. But
There was no
and
way
I-
out.
we've said this before at these rallies. And I know a lot of Democrats want to be like, nobody goes to Trump rallies. Like he's what a loser.
Yeah.
There were so many people here. So many people. We got
many.
there 6 hours before Donald Trump was going to
Right.
speak, and the line was snaking around. There were thousands, if not tens of thousands of people.
I don't know if we ever
at this
made
thing.
it to the front, the very front
didn't.
of the line even.
No.
And so, yeah, we got there 6 hours early. And then by the time we were getting ready to leave, the line had snaked all the way around the huge parking lot. And
To our
cars
car.
backed up for an hour.
Literally where we parked. Yeah.
Right. So yeah, that narrative that kind of goes around that Trump is kind of like losing support, at least with whatever percentage of the population that is, at least the people who liked Donald Trump last time, they are still fully on board.
Fully on board.
The
and
wind
you talked,
and the rain.
You talked to a woman who had some theories, and she reminded me of another person that you talked to in the past. We'll talk about it after the video, but she had some theories about like what is going to happen,
What to expect.
What to expect.
We said
this
that
year.
the people in Pennsylvania might have their finger on the pulse a little bit because it was such a controversial state last time. So let's see what she had to say. 24 election, foreigners are going to be sent to your door?
The foreigners are already here and they're already set up in the phone. And when somebody gives them the okay, they're going to come for us.
Where did you get this information?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did she ever answer that question? Where did she get the information?
She said that she got it from news. And then she kind of said
Oh my word!
that maybe not from the news that we listen to or something like that. It was a little garbled at the end, but she's watching some sort of news that told her that foreigners are going to be coming for everyone.
On the
It
flip
was
of a
so
switch,
vague.
it's
Right.
it's like you get the bat signal, and they're like, "All right, time to go to somebody's doorstep. We got to go."
But
to
it
his
wasn't
doorstep."
even like the bat signal. It sounds like, oh, that's like, she thinks it's in no way less extreme than that. She thinks everyone's on like a group text and they're going to get a like
Right.
go.
Can you hang out tonight?
all
No,
gonna
I
be
just got
on.
this text. I got to go to this
Yeah.
lady's doorstep now.
Exactly.
It's like, oh yeah, I forgot
know
you
we
were a
had
foreigner.
plans,
Oh
but-
my god! But it's the way that it's like even like the word she was using, just saying the foreigners, like it's so vague. Like the foreigners are going to come, and they're going to come to your doorstep. It's like so vague,
Right.
but also like so specific. They're coming to your doorstep.
It feels like frighteningly vague. It's like, but so obviously not based on information, but emotions and fear and everything.
So this rally in Allentown we don't get a lot of opportunities to like break stories, I guess. In our line of business, I guess. Like sometimes
Right.
I do like we do like there's a video and it's somebody says something, or like we do a prank or something.
The
that
video itself is the
news.
story, but you're saying
Right.
to
We
actually
actually, yeah, like
Right.
do some real journalism, I guess is what
Right.
I'm saying. Because what we witnessed, and not we, I mean, it's really you. Like you were the one like in charge of like following this story. Something really big happened at this Trump rally, and you were kind of front and center with it. And not only did you witness it, you did your reporting. You saw where this all went. And
right. Sometimes there's I like to look at reporting as like there's a sweater, right? There's a sweater with a thread, and you start pulling on that thread. You don't know where it's going to lead, but what you're trying to do is unravel that sweater. It's like that Weezer song about destroying
but you
the
find
sweater.
the thread, and it's connected to the sweater. You know that.
It's connected to the sweater. It's
analogy.
connected to the sweater. Right, but you're not going to know all about the thread until you get it untangled. You see what I mean? What I'm
no.
saying is they want you to think it's a sweater.
Oh, okay. All
You've
right.
got
We're getting
to
deep.
untangle the thread and see.
I
Okay,
was just
so-
trying to set this up for you, man. I was
Right,
just trying to
right.
set this up for you, dude. Come on.
So
Killing
here we
me
go.
right now.
We stumbled upon this big old juicy story at the rally.
Line cutter.
Oh, so what happened here?
We've been waiting for hours, and then
So you guys are saying you guys have been here?
Oh, no, they haven't been right here. They haven't been right here, these two.
So you feel that they jumped the line?
Yes, they did.
Unbelievable.
Why did you guys get in line here?
We didn't do that.
Ask the people
We
right
didn't do
behind them.
Did they jump in line here? They did.
It's confirmed. The people behind them said they cut in line. The people in front.
guys are here
Multiple
for
sources confirmed.
Well, you're not doing a very good job of it. You jumped in right back here.
People here saying they did not cut in line. Other people up here saying that they did cut in line.
We'll go get somebody that can get them.
So we have a development here in Line Cut Gate. We are going to find some authorities to see what they can do about it. Not sure how this will unfold. So what just happened here, sir?
I just asked them. They're just doing the traffic.
So they can't help? The authorities can't even help? A lot going on right now. So we have people who cut the line at the Trump rally, supposedly. We're not making any judgments right now. We are talking to event staff.
They're probably like right around this area right here.
Okay. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Sort of a he said, she said
we've been
sort of
talking to
situation.
We've been talking to all the people around us, and all of a sudden, like, these two guys, I'm like, where did you two guys come from?
And I'm not. I mean, I'm a volunteer,
Yeah, yeah.
so
Right.
I have no
Exactly.
power to do anything
Yeah,
other.
You
than
could, would you,
direct
though?
people.
If you could get them out of line?
I'm not going to comment.
Okay. I feel like we may have to deliver
Yeah.
the bad news.
So
I
we're
don't
on our
know.
way back
Maybe
to
you
the
could do
line.
that. Just say, hey, these people said you just have to get out of line.
You want me to become part of the story? I don't know if I'd be comfortable doing that.
We were in the wrong line. We've been here. for
First
2
rule of
hours.
journalism.
They said,
Right.
over here. We came in here.
Here at the Trump rally outside Allentown, one thing seems for sure. Whether it's lying about the election or cutting your way into the line, lying pays.
How about that,
Wow.
Davram? Wow.
That was a report straight
Cla-
from the Good Liars on big controversy at the Trump rally.
I don't want to get ahead of myself here. And I know like we're friends and, we've been comedy partners for all these years. I think that has a good chance to win the Pulitzer. Like that was reporting like at its finest. You saw
Well,
something
I just
happening
got
in real
tingles when you
time.
said that. I just got tingles when you said that. I would accept that if that were to come my way. I'm not going to say I'm expecting anything like that.
Yeah.
But I do think this will lead to like kind of an avalanche of reporting on stuff like this, underreported stories.
Reported line cutters. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I want to know what happened with them. Because it was two guys. For people listening, it was these two guys. The line, like we said before, is massive line to get in the rally. They saw like a little opening when people were coming in. We assume we didn't see this, and then they just like kind of popped in there, and the people were like, "These guys cut," and they were very upset about it. What I want to know is if those two guys they went in and they went cut. Like if you say cut, I think you can cut in line. At least that's in middle school. If you say,
Are you
cut,
serious? You guys,
Yeah.
that was a rule for you in middle school? You'd say cut?
you have to say cut. Yeah.
And then what?
If
Would
you don't say
someone,
cut,
like punch you in the face?
no. No,
you would just say
get-
cut, and then people would say,
and then you cut.
I
You
respect that. That sounds very. That would not have been acceptable in my middle school.
Okay. Well, I was in a
Yeah.
very accepting middle school, but
You just say cut? No, I don't think I. Had there been a way to do
Cut.
that smoothly,
Cut.
they did not. I'll say they did not do it. They did not.
They did not do it smoothly. They did not do it
No.
smoothly. And just a little follow up from the story. Like, obviously, great reporting there. I know you couldn't put all of it in that pretty long video there, but like the conclusion of that, because I'm sure people are wondering, like, what happened to these guys? They ended up leaving that spot in the line around the people who were very upset with them.
Right. They slowly
And then
kind of melted back further and further, hoping to kind of distance themselves from the people that were accusing them. But I'm not sure how well that worked. I'm not sure you could blend in. These people were standing with each other for hours. So
I think it's a good strategy, though, because if you go and you cut with them in front of people and they get upset, but you're there for like 15 minutes and the people in front can kind of see that you're there. I'm sorry, behind you can see that you're there. Then you could go back and just be like, these guys are really being really rude. Do you mind if I just come here? And they
Right.
look like,
Do you mind?
to them,
We're
it's
not
like,
getting
it's not
off.
changing anything for them.
and
You know
then
what
as
I mean?
long as
We
at
were
the very
fine.
end, wherever they settled, they went cut, then apparently they'd be fine.
Well, we don't know, Davram. I guess I'm like kind of taking back the Pulitzer thing because you didn't even ask the question. You didn't ask him if they said cut. So to me, that might be the first thing the committee asks you. It's like, did you investigate this fully? And
Can you?
to me,
keep
it doesn't
this
seem
under
like
wraps. Then do you mind not?
No,
saying this?
No. So that was Cutgate. Is that what you called it? Cutgate.
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 Line Cutgate. I think you're correct.
And I want to say, all jokes aside, I think that the guy who got really upset, like probably wouldn't go talk to the staff, but I would be that upset too. Even if they said cut,
totally.
I would still be upset. It's a very
So
rude
you would
thing
be
to do.
upset. That's what I'm saying. If someone said cut, that was my point, was that people would be upset. I wasn't saying they should resort to violence, but I think if someone walked up to me, said cut, and then said that they could now cut, I would be pretty upset.
All right. Well, that's
anyway.
fair.
That
That's
being
fair.
said, we continued our time at the Trump rally.
We did. After all that, after such a crazy story,
Such a roller coaster. We thought there was even more to uncover at the Trump rally, and kind of going
can we take
against
a-
everything I'd said.
What?
Well, I mean, you don't want to become part of the story as a journalist.
Yeah,
Number one rule
absolutely.
of journalism is,
Right.
don't be part of the story. Don't make the news about you. But we did decide to do something else.
Well, I think we took off our journalist caps and then we put on our comedian caps or whatever. I don't know.
What do you think other people think at the Trump rally when they see us switch caps like like that?
They're like typical liberals. This is
Typical
what they're all
liberals.
like. This is what they're all like. But the big story, it's not the big story. There's so many giant big stories. Trump's, been indicted a million times. There's an election, whatever. But one of the stories from the last couple of weeks was that Donald Trump and Lee Greenwood have a Bible, and Donald Trump made this ad for this Bible, which is like something that is kind of beyond parody, you would think,
Right.
but not.
It's
not if we have
hard
anything
to
do with it.
believe. We find ourselves saying that. Hard to believe. Almost shouldn't be believed. But here it is. It's happening.
Americans need a Bible in their home, and I have many. It's my favorite book. It's a lot of people's favorite book. I'm proud to endorse and encourage you to get this Bible. We must make America pray again.
Trump is now selling Bibles for $59.99. They also come with copies of America's Constitution, the Declaration of Independence, and lyrics to the song.
Wow.
Wait, I didn't even realize that Lee Greenwood's song is in there. Like that, I guess that it attributes.
It makes sense. They've
for another
partnered up on a
$15
Bible
to have the lyrics in it.
Right.
It's just wild. It's just wild. And I guess like Trump did not, he didn't say like, it's his Bible. He was just saying you should buy this Bible. But then
Right.
it was
It
reported
just-
by New York Times that he did get a percentage of the sales.
Of course he did.
Of course
though.
he did. Of course he did. Yeah.
It's
yeah.
so incredibly like shameless to just say this stuff. It's so important to just the best Bible. It's such a great book. We've heard him say that at rallies. It's the best book, maybe even better than mine.
Maybe even better than my own.
And
but-
then he says, "Make America pray
Yeah,
again,"
yeah.
as if he's
But he
ever.
said it. I know, but he like said it like it kind of hurt him to say it. We're gonna make America pray again. We're gonna
Right.
like he didn't like it. He didn't like it, but he was like,
He
"All
didn't
right, I'll
like
say
someone
it."
fucking up his slogan
It's like,
here.
I need to pay these fucking legal bills.
Yeah.
You guys should pay for it. You Trump supporters, please. So Trump was selling these Bibles with Lee Greenwood, selling the Lee Greenwood, God Bless the USA Bible. And we thought, this is a good grift. Trump's got a good grift going. And we love a good grift too. We want to be, we're like want to
We're
be.
not as good
we're not
at
good
it.
at it. No,
We
we're terrible
never
at
get
making money.
money.
We never get
But
money.
we love the
support us on
idea of
Hero
a good
Hero, by
grift.
the way. And that's not even a grift. That's like us, yeah. So we decided to make our own Trump Bibles.
Get your Bibles, get your Trump Bibles here. The good book is now a great book.
It's like the Bible, but better. The Bible's out of date.
Would you guys like to get grifted? I'm selling Bibles.
They're cautionary parables. There's so much to be learned from Donald Trump's life.
This is a passage from the Trump Bible.
And Donald Trump said unto his servants, I shall change the path of the hurricane with thy Sharpie.
Among the listeners was a humble tradesman named Billy Bush. And Donald Trump said unto Billy Bush, when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything. Grab them by the pussy. You can do anything.
Hoping to sow doubt and division among the people and seize power for himself. Trump said unto the people, check his birth certificate.
Donald Trump saw an opportunity to profit from the faith of his loyal followers. He commissioned the printing of countless Bibles.
As the ballots were counted and as the results announced, it became clear that Donald Trump had not secured enough votes.
That's not a Bible story.
No, it is a Bible story. It is. It's in the Trump Bible. See? Trump Bible, and it's a story in it, so it's a Bible story.
It's a grift, right?
The 10 Commandments. Thou shalt commit adultery.
Thou shalt put no other person above Trump.
Thou shalt steal.
Thou shalt commit false witness against thy neighbor. It means you can lie.
Would you like a Trump Bible?
Oh, how much are they?
Only $10.
Oh, $10?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll each take one. Here's
Yeah.
another 10. Ooh.
We just sold a Trump Bible here. There you go. So many things to learn in there. A lot of stuff is about what not to do.
The good book is now a great book.
So
The good book is now a great book.
great
Doesn't get
book.
any better than that.
Make
folks.
America pray again.
Oh.
How did you feel like that went? How did you feel about that?
I felt like it went fine.
Yeah,
It went fine.
I felt like it was a
went fine.
decent grift. We sold some
4.
Bibles. You
Five,
saw
but
BibleForTrump.com there. You can get your own Trump Bible notebook.
This is a grift. That is actually
And it is a grift
That
because
is
it
a
is
grift.
empty. It's empty. It doesn't have any of the
nothing
great
in it.
stuff, the passages that we wrote for it.
We might make the Bible though. We might actually do it. We have like all these stories that are pretty funny. We actually had people call like a group of people chanting a slur. It's liberal and another word together. It was probably about 40 people in line chanting that.
It's
at
lib
us at
and
one-
another word together.
Yes. Sorry.
And
Well, that
so
liberal
it
is
was
the
probably
part of the
20
word.
people were chanting this. And then it was kind of incredible because
You just lowballed me. You lowballed me. I said 40 and you went
did.
down to 20. You
I
went
did
down
not
to
hear you. Sometimes I'm just talking. I'm not even listening.
20. All right. that's fair.
So we were filming that, and I heard a guy say, I think his wife said, "What's going on here?" And he said, "Oh, I think that was just some sort of satire about Trump using his Christian nationalism to control people and make money off of them." It's like, oh, whoa, bingo.
That's right on the money. Well, and
Yeah.
so you were saying that to me in the car, but was it that they were like Trump supporters in there, or was it like some?
Yeah,
the media?
it was someone in
Okay,
line.
it was some
It was
sort
like
of- that's very
someone kind
funny.
of being like, "This is an odd thing that's happening." And he explained it. He kind of said it better than either of us probably would have.
Yeah. So we sold a couple Bibles. We had some people say that a woman told you you're going to hell for this.
She said it was blasphemy to sell a changed Bible. I'm not going to say she's wrong. I mean, if you believe in it, then you would say it was blasphemy, right?
I guess. I mean, yeah.
She said I was going to hell, and she did not buy a Bible. So me and this lady, we did not get along that well.
I will say, though, like, we go to these rallies, we've been to the rallies, and we get to know, like, the people. There's so many people selling things there.
Right.
It's a good grift. Or not even a grift. I don't know if it's a grift at that point. They're selling like $15 hats or whatever. And who knows how much money they're making.
I don't want to ruin their thing, but just so you guys know, if you go to a Trump rally, you wait till after the rally starts, the hats go down to like $5.
Is that true?
Just something to know. I think they get really cheap once the rally starts. Because the line just flies in and the prices drop.
Wow. But you should have a little Twitter for for shopping, getting the deals. It was an interesting thing to do that. It was an interesting thing to sell the Bible there. There was parts of the rally, like, I don't want to say like I ever enjoy Trump rallies, but there was a couple moments where I was like, oh, I feel like I can just be a little stupid with all this and try and have fun. Just try and have a little bit of fun.
Right.
And this is one of those moments.
What's the shirt say there?
Kiss my ass.
And if you give a message to Democrats, what would it be?
You're gonna lose. Go Trump.
I thought you were gonna say kiss my ass because of the shirt.
Yeah, I could have went with that one as well.
Let me try it again. Hey, how's it going? Good. If you could give a message to Democrats, what would it be?
Kiss my ass.
All right, that's great. That's so funny.
That was so funny. Yeah, all right.
It was just funny. I was just like, let's just do a take two here.
What a willing scene partner.
Yeah.
Sometimes people are not as cooperative as you would think they would be, or you would want them to be. Some of the politicians we do.
Yeah.
Well, some of the politicians we're trying to get funny moments with, and they're just not as cooperative as you would want.
Yes. So I want to do a lightning round here really quick about the Trump rally. Now, we talked to some people, and you know what? We do ask some questions that I think are actually valuable.
Really?
Knowing what's going on in the race. Yes, in the presidential race. I would say most of the people, when we asked them what was the most important issue to them, I would say 90% of the people, at least that I talked to, said immigration was the number one issue for them, followed by the economy. And I think that's an interesting way to look at things going into the 2024 election. Just knowing where their brains are at, but also,
I can't cite my source, but I think today I was scrolling Instagram and I saw a poll that said the exact same thing, and I thought that's literally exactly what we notice when we talk to people. So,
well, it's literally a poll. It's a question we ask, and it's
a poll, but it holds true in real life. Polls work. That's what I'm trying to say. Trust the polls.
Well, yes. I mean, of people who would like to brave the cold, windy rain, and then also beautiful sun, windy sun at the end, but to go to the Trump rally and park in a field and wait in a line all day, those are the people. Those are the issues that matter to them.
Mm-hmm. So after an interesting day, like Jason said, we headed out.
Driving out of the town where the Trump rally was today. So what was your main takeaway from today, Davram?
I felt that people, especially when we first got there, were angry.
Yes.
Then it calmed down a little bit, and I would say it ended with another pop of anger.
Yes.
But it was nice to make a little money.
We did. We sold 4 Trump Bibles, which is not bad. The honest day's work.
Yep. Some people said that it was blasphemy to sell a Bible at all, which we thought was interesting because Donald Trump is selling Bibles.
Literally selling them. So it was another Trump rally, and guess what? We did it. We went to it. I never feel great leaving these just because it fucking sucks and it's depressing.
But it's not that bad to leave.
Always a glass half full type of guy, Davram. I appreciate that. It's not that bad to leave.
We switch
True,
glasses sometimes, I find. I'm a pessimist sometimes, and you're the optimist.
Yeah.
There's usually about one glass of water between us, I guess, is my point.
Yeah.
One full glass of water.
And I want to say, we left the rally, and it was the best thing because we got to go to Miller's Ale House, which is my favorite sports bar type food, bad food for you establishment.
Good.
The zingers there, there's just nothing better. It's one of the best foods that exist.
So for everyone out there, it's a sports bar with chicken zingers, and we got an order of zingers as an appetizer. And then Jason smartly, intelligently, built on a wealth of experience growing up going to Miller's, got a second order of zingers as his entree. I used
to go to the very first ale house in Jupiter, Florida in high school. So
I'm still regretting it big time.
Yeah, it was getting a steak at a
dumb, stupid thing.
It's a dumb thing. Get a burger. I would get a burger over steak, I guess is my point there. So we went to another Trump rally just this past weekend. Davram, we got to get to the truth of this. What's the truth about our experience in Allentown, Pennsylvania for this Trump rally? Even though it's not Allentown, what's the name of the town?
Schnecksville or something.
Come on, we got to look this up. We can't not say the actual.
You can Google it. Google it.
You can Google it. It's actually true. Schnecksville.
So, my bad. Schnecksville.
So what's the truth about our experience at the Trump rally outside of Allentown in Schnecksville, Pennsylvania?
So as things heat up for the 2024 election, tensions remain high. We learned that again this weekend. Now, in 2021, Allentown's slogan became all inspiring. Get it? Allentown, all inspiring. I know. What are they doing there? But our trip to Allentown left us wondering. What's that?
I just have to butt in here. I know you're doing a moment of truth right now, but like all inspiring is like all A-L-L,
Allentown. All. They just took the all from Allentown. All inspiring.
Got it.
I know. It's not good. It's not good. And it left us wondering. Inspired by what? Inspired by whom? What did it all mean? And we'll find out soon enough as Pennsylvania and other swing states become the focus in the coming months. So many questions yet to be answered. But one thing seems certain. Those guys cut that line.
Really?
And that's the truth. That's the truth.
Interesting, Davram. I want to say that's interesting because you did verify it with other sources, but did you see it with your own eyes?
That's not how things work. You can't not believe everything you don't see with your own eyes.
Okay, well, that's how you live. I live my life a totally different way. That's why I believe in ghosts.
Ghosts.
No, I don't know that I believe in ghosts. I don't think I do, actually, if I'm being honest. All right, well, that's the truth.
That you do, but whatever.
Well, do you want to fucking get into it? You want to get into it right now? No, I had an experience.
And tell us about ghosts.
Well, there's been several ghost experiences that people have said, people close to me, Mm-hmm. I had a ghost experience once.
People close to me, you see.
Well, here's the deal. Family house. We're all up there. It's like out on a lake, far away from civilization. And I was going to sleep, and I could see it's like some sort of a reflection of a light, like going on and then off, and then on for a while and then off. And I was like, what is that? And then
You're describing a light switch. You know that that's the purpose. They go on and they go off. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm seeing like it bounce off of the outside of the house. Like I'm not like
Okay.
understanding where the source of the light is. It was a light
Got it.
switch. It was a going on and off, going on and off. But like not in like a pattern or whatever. Then I realized it was a light switch because I heard my uncle get up to fiddle with it and like turn it off, and then it went off. Then the same thing happened again the next night. Then the following night, I woke up in the middle of the night and there was a like green thing. It was like when you like stare at a bright light and look away and there's like, you know, your eyes are like whatever.
Residual,
and it's like moving. Yeah.
kind of shapes in your eyes. Yeah.
And I'm seeing this like green thing going back and forth, and then I like sit up in bed and then it starts moving forward towards me, and I was like, whoa. That freaked me out. I was like, I think I saw a ghost. And other people have said they've had experiences in the house before. The other part of the story that is important. So I've told that part of the story before. And it was also during my grandfather's memorial service, and his ashes were there, and like everyone was, you know. The other part of the story that I think is very important is that night when I saw that, I had smoked so much weed.
I was going to say it. I thought that couldn't
it's
be
such an
it.
important
I thought
part
that
of the
couldn't
story.
be it.
No, couldn't possibly be it. No, that's a very important part of the story, though. That I do leave out for dramatic.
You might be the
purposes
first guy to
sometimes.
smoke a ton of weed and see a green shape moving.
I never said I was the first person to do anything here. I'm just saying it because a lot of people experience this stuff.
Right.
A lot of people do.
Right.
And the truth is out there.
There I
Davram.
go,
The
not
truth
listening
is out
again.
there.
Wow.
Well, I want to thank all of you for listening to The Good Liars Tell the Truth and watching, if you're joining us on Hero Hero or YouTube. Speaking of Hero Hero, if you want to support us for $5 a month, you can support us on herohero.co/The Good Liars. The link is right there in the description. We'd love it if you'd support us. If not, hey, no sweat, man. We understand.
Yeah.
Times are tough. Inflation.
Either way, enjoy.
It's terrible. But before we wrap up this episode, Davram, I have to ask you a question. Do you have any words of wisdom? You forgot.
No,
You forgot.
I'm just taking a moment. I'm just taking a moment to think about the words of wisdom.
Look at me. Look at me while you do that.
Rolling downhill is easy, but sometimes you need to roll yourself to the top of the mountain to see.
No, you froze. I think that's for the best. You're completely frozen. All right, Davram's gone. He's gone. And that, you know what? We don't even need to figure it out. He's literally gone. That's amazing. All right, well, that does it for The Good Liars Tell the Truth. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time. I'm so glad he's gone right now.